All right, so this is it's a pretty old. Yeah, wow, the camera zoomed out a bit when I switched it to video mode. Yeah. So anyway, this is a pretty old Apple laptop. I believe MacBook Pro. Yeah, it just says MacBook right here. So I bought this thing on eBay, and it was it cost me about $56 when you add the price of the laptop, the shipping. I think the laptop itself was $30, and shipping was a little bit more. And then to buy the power, it came with no power adapter, so I bought a power adapter, and everything totaled was about $56. And this laptop was listed as not tested. Buy it, and you buy it as is, so it may work, may not. It's listed as 4 parts. So basically they had no way to test it, no power adapter, and just wanted to get rid of it. So I bought a compatible power adapter, and it looks like it powers right up and it works. It is still missing a battery, so if you look here, there is no battery in here. So if I unplug the power, this thing will get shut down. So let's open this up real quick, and then we'll look at some of the ports in it. Yeah, I really wish this camera would have zoomed out a little bit more. So anyway, yeah, open this up, and let's see what we've got here. Yeah, so well, I'm not going to actually power it on yet. Let's take a look at the ports. So it comes with looks like that's a security thing, microphone, headphone, couple USB ports, FireWire, some monitor port, Ethernet port, power. Still has a CD drive in it. This is a relatively old thing. There's a light up Apple symbol on it. Still has like a sticker here that I have to clean off. And what else? Yeah, needs a little bit of cleaning. It only has 1 gig of RAM, so we can open up a little panel here, I think, and upgrade the RAM, maybe put an SSD in it, or maybe just leave it as is. It is definitely working. So let's power this guy on, and let's see. All right, so I'm gonna power this guy on. Hopefully I don't shake the camera too much. Oh, there we go, power's right on. Relatively quick to boot, and this is terrible camera placement, but yeah, anyways, booting right up there. There's the nice Apple logo. Still not anywhere near as fast as my new MacBook Pro from this year, 2020. If I had to guess, I think this one was from around 2000, I don't know, probably before 2010. I'm not sure, actually. There we go. So I've logged into this already, and I'm actually going to move the camera closer. All right, so let's take a look at this. All right, first thing it wants to do is get on the internet, which I have not configured this for Wi-Fi yet. So I'm going to click no. Now let's go to find. So this is almost how I found it. I changed the wallpaper. There's a few things on the desktop, like they have iTunes.dmg, and they have a document for something or other that I haven't bothered with. There's no browser history, not a whole lot else on here. It looks like somebody either cleaned it out or didn't have much on here. There's no password for it either. So this is basically, I changed the wallpaper, and I added a few icons on the bar, added a few apps, and I set the bar up to expand like this because I've always thought that was neat. A lot of people probably get tired of that effect right away, but not me. I keep that there, and I probably will for many years to come. I love that effect. So this was, I believe, a version of OS X from before they had those 3D icons, and now we're back to having the whole flat 2D thing again today, but this is older. Oh, the other thing I should point out, if you click on here, open a Finder, you'll notice you have that brushed steel effect there. That's beautiful. I love that. So yeah, I wish the lighting was better on here. I hope this video actually comes out good. I guess it's because it's just focusing on the screen and not everything around it. Even still, I can't see. It doesn't look on my screen. It doesn't look like this is. There we go. I don't know. That's the best I'm going to get without actually capturing the screen. But if we go over to click on here, go to let's say about this Mac, and we're going to see it's running Mac OS X version 10.4.11, and it's a 2.16 gigahertz Intel Core Duo, gigabyte of RAM. Yeah, what else can it tell us? Yeah, so this opens up, I guess, the system profiler, which I put down here, and it shows us more about the, the cache and blah, 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 whatever else. You could find all sorts of nice information about this. But that's all we're going to look at now. So yeah, $56 laptop, works great. It's old, but it works. I still have to try getting online with it, and no battery. And it needs a little bit of cleaning. You could upgrade the RAM, upgrade the hard drive, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, the other cool thing to check out, the dashboard. Now this has been done away with in newer versions of OS X, but you click this and boom, brings your dashboard here. Now let's see, it was a little bit of a lag and it won't bring up the weather. So you can't see I'm in New York, not Philadelphia, but apparently the person who had this was probably in Philadelphia, but it can't bring up the weather there because it's not online yet. Yeah, so it has these nice little widgets you can add, and this is a nice feature. They replaced this in newer versions of OS X with a thing that comes from the side here, which is nice and all, but I honestly like this dashboard a lot more, and it's sad that they got rid of it. I think it was the right thing to get rid of the 3D icons, but getting rid of this dash was just wrong. So you can add things like, say, the flight tracker. Not all of this is terribly useful, but whatever. I mean, if you want to track a lot of flights, that's great. See, look at that. Looks like it's working, but it's not going to give me data because I'm not online. Does it have any other? Has one more screen of widgets here. Yeah, weather, translation, tile game, stocks, ski report. Yeah, anyways, lots of nice little widgets, a neat looking little thing. Now, if you hit F9, now this feature is still in there. It focuses on only that one app. So say if we opened up a couple more apps like the network utility, which they still have, and they've had that for a long, long time. So open up the terminal and the network utility. Now if you hit F9, it shows you all your apps. You could still do that today. Yeah, F10 will only focus on one. F11 brings up the dashboard, but notice, it clears the desktop. And F12 brings up my dashboard there. Now today we have we have multiple desktops on OS X. So they have mission control, which gives you multiple desktops, which is also a really nice thing to work with. And I would trade that for this dashboard. This dashboard is not as good as the multiple desktop stuff in a modern OS X, but still, it'd be nice to have both. And note the physical function keys. That's nice. Physical escape key, physical function keys. That's a pretty nice thing to have. Eject button for the CD. It's nice. You don't get that on a newer Apple laptop. So yeah, if you look at these, the keys on the keyboard, it has an actual Apple symbol on it, and this button's actually labeled as the Alt button. It still has a function button on it. My new MacBook Pro does have the physical escape button, like they brought that back, but they don't have the physical function buttons. Anyways, yeah, what else can we point out about this thing? All right, I'm gonna pick the camera up here and look down. Whoops. Yeah, I'm holding the tripod now. It has a little crack on it here. A little bit of plastic was broken off. This thing is thick plastic. It's strong, but it's not great. The camera on it's not that great compared to like modern cameras. The image, I'm not going to turn the camera on now. I'm not going to turn on photo booth, but it's grainy compared to modern video, compared to what we're used to today. Definitely nowhere near as good as my modern, 2019 version of the MacBook Pro. So let's see if we can see any other information about this on the back, like what's the exact model and stuff. So, oh yeah, and I believe this power adapter, which works excellently, is non-Apple. Like if it were Apple, it would have big Apple on it. I'm not even sure what this is, some no-name thing, but they're really common on eBay, so they must be super cheap and really popular for powering old laptops like this. Let's see, what version of a MacBook is this? This is it's a model number A1181. So if you check the link in the description for this video, let me see if we can actually see that. See if I can, there we go, my phone's focusing on it. So right there you can see A1181. So if you check the link in the description for this video, I'll have a little write-up on it with that version and some more information about this laptop, maybe some pictures or something. But yeah, so do check the link in the description, and yeah, we'll see exactly. I haven't looked this up yet, but we'll see how old it really is, and how modern. You know, how we'll see how old it is. I'm guessing it's I'm guessing it's older than 2010, because I think they had metal MacBook Pros by that time. I did not have one then, but yeah, I believe they were they were all made of metal back in by 2010. So this must be pre-2010, but it's running a Core 2 Duo. So I mean, it's got to be between 2005 and 2010. So I'm gonna say maybe 2007 or 8. Really tough call though. So if you look at about this Mac, it says the copyright on there is 2007. So yeah, maybe it's you know, I don't know. It's got to be a 2007, 2008. I mean, if they would put something that's copyrighted, or maybe it's because the OS came out a year before it was put down onto this. I would think they would have like something a little bit more up to date. So I'm guessing this was probably a 2007 MacBook, and I'm not seeing the word Pro on there. Maybe I missed it on the label, so I don't know if this is a regular MacBook or a MacBook Pro, or what they had way back then. I'm not sure what the normal thing was back then, but at this point I'm basically just rambling. But yeah, we'll just say this is a MacBook. Yeah, there used to be a thing. It wasn't that long ago. They had MacBooks, MacBook Pros, and then they came out with the MacBook Air. Now they just have the Air and the MacBook Pro, and no regular old MacBook. One neat thing, like if I did ever open this screen up, I could put change the color of the light behind this Apple logo. I've seen people do that. It looks pretty neat. I don't know if I'm ever going to open that up though. I actually kind of want to let my kids use this thing. I'm not going to like tear it apart too much. I'm actually a little hesitant to even. I wanted to do look at that, how that lights up. That they don't do that anymore. At least the newer ones don't. It's just like a metal logo on it now. But yeah, they used to light up not too long ago either. But I'm gonna clean this up. I originally planned to do a complete teardown and disassemble this thing completely, but now that it's actually working and it looks pretty decent, I'm thinking of actually using it, and I don't want to take the chance of ripping the thing apart and messing something up, because they are kind of counting on, they're kind of excited to use this ancient thing. It is actually going to be put to use. But that's that. If you want to see more interesting things like this, so if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, click the little bell icon, and if you have any comments, leave a comment down below.